This man right here has 2 videos that have over 1 million views on TikTok, and he started his entire creator career 5 months ago. I'm definitely honored to call this man my brother, and I'm thrilled that he's my business partner. Tommy, how did you do it?
I don't know. Toss.
My name's Tommy. I own a business called Delivered. We help people negotiate car deals for a living.
What video hit 1 million views first, and why do you think it did?
So my top 5 series has been by far my most popular one. So the first 1 million view video I had was the top 5 vehicles that you should be driving in if you're stuck in a snowstorm. When I was filming this video, I was super stressed. I knew I needed to get a video out, and I was flying to Buffalo, and I was so annoyed that in Buffalo there was 3 feet of snow. I'm just trying to get to the Steelers game, and it was something that hit me. And then when I'm looking at all over my social media, I realized that everybody's talking about this snowstorm, not only in Buffalo, but obviously New York, the Midwest. This hit the entire country. So making a top 5 video that everybody can relate to was huge, and that video blew up overnight.
Lists, even from the days of old when blogging mattered, written blogs that you wrote, top 5, top 10 always did really, really well. Nothing changes for video. People want to know the top 5 acts in your industries.
My other 1 million view video is also another top 5 video, and it's the top 5 SUVs you should be buying in 2024. And again, it is a commonly searched item. And what I think is best about it is that it can be controversial. It's obviously my opinion. I have 10 years of experience that I can speak upon, but everybody has a different opinion. And the second your vehicle isn't on the list, you weren't just scrolling by, you are adding engagement. So I think finding creative ways to add engagement to your content will always get it to be more successful. You know, some people like to put a typo in there. I don't like to do that nonsense. For me, it is all about making sure you find something that is maybe even a hot button topic that people want to discuss in the comment section.
Something Tommy says that I couldn't agree more with is having a viral video is sometimes the worst thing that could happen for your account. Like, it just crushes the ability for you to gain traction over time, in my opinion. Your thoughts?
They want people to keep coming back and back and back to your content. So by building a platform and going very slowly and increasing that audience, you're going to have people that are going to want to follow your content. Compared to going viral, yeah, you're going to get that 30,000 follower hit. You're going to get 3 million views. But the second that content comes back, if they don't like what they watch, they're going to skip by. And that destroys you in TikTok's eyes because you just pulled someone to your platform or to your channel, and now they're not watching it again, which is the worst type of retention they can have, and they're not going to keep pushing your videos.
Well, I always tell my clients, hey, post all the time, do the right things, focus on your audience, tell a good story, connect. But I don't think people really understand what I'm saying. What would you tell somebody who's watching this right now that says, I'm doing all these things, but this shit ain't working?
Keep doing it. But I know it sounds simple and it sounds silly because for me, I told myself I was going to post 3 videos a day, every single day for 90 days. That was going to be my goal. I didn't care what it was. And it wasn't until about 60 something days into it that I had any success. I have the 200 to 300 jail that everybody talks about. And it's because it took me 60 days to learn what my audience wanted to see and to build a following. So we're talking about connecting. It's all about building that community. You can't build that community until you have that consistency, until they've seen your face. And now when people look at car buying TikTok, it's not that they're looking at anybody else. They know my name. They've seen my face before over and over and over. They know the information I have is solid.
How did you know what to say and who to say it to?
A lot of work went into that. First thing I started doing was watching other TikToks in my area. So, car TikToks. So I started watching everybody that was doing car buying tips, car salesmen, and trying to figure out in the comment section what people actually wanted to see. When videos went successful, I analyzed the hell out of them, making sure, how was the engagement? Was it liked? Was it disliked? And then after that, I started actually going through my customers themselves. I started doing free work to figure out what their pain points were, figuring out what people didn't like about the car buying process. Taking all that into consideration, I then started making videos and utilizing that information.
What is the one thing you would tell anybody who says, you know what, I want to build my business through social media? What's the one thing they should keep an eye out on when they first start?
Consistency. I mean, the number one thing with social media has always been consistency. If you post consistently, you will learn how to get better, you'll get more views, and you'll get more engagement. But if you do not do that consistently, it doesn't matter how good you are, you'll never be successful. You can post every single day, but if you're not actually watching what you're posting, if you're not actually looking at the analytics, if you aren't actually considering what your audience wants, you'll never be successful. So just posting isn't enough. Actually learning what you're posting and then learning how to get better is the key to success.
What is your average views? Like, how many views does an average video of yours get?
So if it's a average video, I'm probably getting anywhere between 20 to 80,000 views. If it's a bad video, if maybe got around 10. If it's a great video, obviously millions, phenomenal, but normally about 400 to 800,000.
And how much business do you get from a video like that? Let's say from an average video to a blow-up video, is there a measurable impact on your consultation leads?
It's a great question. So I actually limit the amount of consultation leads I have just due to the amount of business some of these videos could take. So for me, if I have a viral video like that, I know for a fact I'm going to be booked out of my entire calendar, and you will have to be asking me to get an appointment because I won't have any, and that's probably 30 appointments that I can book within a 2-week period that will just be filled out. If you think you're going to be able to post 1 or 2 videos and get 1 million views, that's just not going to happen. You have to post consistently. Set a challenge. I always say make measurables that you can actually do. I did 3 videos a day for 90 days. My goal wasn't to get a 100,000 view video. It was just to learn about my content. Once you do that, as long as you're posting consistently, your goal should never be, let's get 1 million views. It should be how many videos you can post and how can you learn.
Hopefully you all get a bazillion views on your TikTok and watch your business grow just like Tommy. Everybody, I'll see y'all tomorrow.